Yo, what's going on everybody? Shri Kanase here. So as some of you guys may know, Q3 just recently ended and Q4 has just begun. Now for those of you that don't know what Q4 is, because you may be new to dropshipping, just think of Q4 as the best time to make sales. And I'll be going into the reasons as to exactly why Q4 is considered this golden time for e-commerce entrepreneurs. But during Q4, sales spike up tremendously, as you can see by the chart on the screen. And it is often known as the easiest time to sell online, believe it or not, because people are just willing to give you their credit card. I mean, you just have to give them one single reason to buy from you and they won't even think twice. That's how easy it is to sell in Q4. Now, I know you may be thinking it's easier said than done, but in this video, I'm going to be giving you the exact layout as to how I would personally prepare for Q4 and make Q4 my biggest quarter in terms of sales. Now, when I'm recording this video, it is currently September 10th, and no, it is not too late to prepare for Q4. While it is a good thing to have prepared for Q4 beforehand, specifically a month or two in advance, it is still not late and you can still make a lot of money come Q4. So the best thing you can do after watching this video is smash that like button and subscribe while you're at it. No, but really, besides that, you should definitely take the layout I'm about to give you and apply it to your store right away to get the best bang out of your buck. But without wasting any more time, let's just jump right inside my computer and go over the exact strategy of how you can just kill it in Q4. Alright, so now that we're in my computer, let's go over exactly what all the hype behind Q4 is. Exactly why is Q4 so known in the e-commerce world. During this quarter, there are a lot of sales, holidays, special occasions that come up. I mean, these events come up one after the other. Halloween followed by Thanksgiving, Christmas, and tons of other ones in the middle, including Black Friday. And because of these events, the normal person is in the mindset that there are a lot of discounts coming up from which they can really get the items that they wanted at a low price. Again, people just want you to give them a reason to take out their credit card and buy something. And with Q4, all of these events are actually playing towards your advantage because as an e-commerce store owner, you can use these special events and occasions to create scarcity and big hype around those events for your own Shopify store and make a killing. So that is one of the main reasons as to why Q4 is so well known. Again, it is because of those special holidays, special occasions, etc. But there is a very detailed layout as to how you can take advantage of these special occasions and events, because if you just throw things up and hope to sell something and make a profit, it's not gonna work like that. First thing that you really need to spend a lot of your time in when it comes to Q4 is finding the appropriate products, because yes, without a proper product, you won't be able to sell as much in Q4. So in order to find those appropriate products, what you should be doing is actually researching the specific events that are next in line coming up within the next 4 to 8 weeks. Now, since I'm recording this video in September and the next event that's coming up, which is a big one, is Halloween, which is end of October, I'm already starting to prepare for that event. And you don't have to be a general store or in the Halloween niche to prepare for these events. You can still use this event to your advantage by simply adding a little bit more Halloween themed or spooky products to your store in whatever niche you may be in. So this does not require that you make a brand new store or anything. Just incorporate this event into your current store by adding Halloween themed products. Or what you can do is change your entire Shopify store theme and add a new one that is Halloween based, or just edit your current one and add some spooky edits to your current theme. If you just add sort of a Halloween theme to your entire store layout and combine that with timers and special discounts, you will absolutely crush it come Halloween. But Halloween is just an example. In Q4, you need to really spend a lot of time finding those appropriate products for the next upcoming event. So whatever event is coming up next, just find products related to that specific event and add them to your store. Or if your store is in a niche where you just can't find specific products related to the next upcoming event, just add coupon codes and timers and send email flows related to the specific event. But during this first step, what you need to be focusing on more is the ad creatives and the ad copies rather than how you're testing the specific products. Because these events are very short term and once they're gone, people stop purchasing or believing in the sales related to that event, you need to really focus on building up hype for these events beforehand, and this can only be done through proper ad copies and ad creatives. So this can mean running a Facebook ads campaign with text referring to the Halloween sale that you have running, where a customer can get one of your best sellers for 50% off. Or it can be some special Halloween offer where they can buy 2 of your best selling products and get 1 for 50% off. So combine the event with the special sale on your store to really get the best bang out of your buck. And with the right ad copies and creatives combined with the right product, you will really increase your chances of finding a lot of success this Q4. But moving on to our next step, and this step actually goes back to copywriting, because to be successful in Q4, you will need to spend a little bit more time copywriting correctly and finding the right words and sentences for your products. So what this means is that when you're adding those products from step 1, you need to spend a little bit more time creating those emotion-filled descriptions that tell them how your product can make their event, whatever event is coming up, the best it has ever been, how it can light up their world with joy, and how it can just make them happy. But you need to focus on the emotion part of your description, and you need to also make sure that your descriptions and your ad copies are very professional and neat, which relate to your audience. So this will require that you do a little bit of research into your audience as to what they would prefer during the Halloween time, how your product can make this Halloween or whatever event you're aiming at the best it has ever been, and how it can improve their life during this special event. And to do this, you will need to invest more time again into copywriting, use specific words which can really make them want to purchase your product. And this is followed by, of course, having a professional website layout. Nothing beats a good professional website, but that does not mean that you need to be all fancy about it. Keep it simple, but keep it professional. Again, if your website has the specific event theme around it, such as Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, etc., it is really going to boost your conversion rates and help you get more sales while doing the same amount of advertising that you're currently doing. So this is the second step that you need to be taking apart from finding your appropriate products. And the second step again is to invest in copywriting and making your entire website really professional. And this is followed by fixing your backend, because without having a strong backend in place, you will not be able to crush it in Q4. Now, what do I mean exactly by fixing your backend? There are several things that are involved with your backend. These things include your email flows, your SMS remarketing, your retargeting ads for Facebook, Google, and basically everything else that works behind the scenes. There are certain steps that you need to take for your backend so that you can really crush it in Q4, and these include making full use of your email flows, making full use of your SMS marketing, and of course your retargeting. For your email flows, I would recommend that you start sending out emails every 2 to 3 days related to special occasions or events that are coming up. For example, Halloween is coming up very soon, so I would start sending them emails within the next week or so, building up hype around this special Halloween sale that I'll be having in my own store. So what this does is it actually warms up your audience to the sale that you're going to be having soon, and it kind of gets them in the mindset that because there's going to be this huge sale on your website, they should be prepared with their credit cards in their hands to make those big purchases. Now, if you don't have these big email lists, or if you're new to Shopify dropshipping, don't worry. What you can do instead is set up email flows, which are automated email flows, which get sent after somebody signs up to your email list, and remind these people that these special events are coming up and you have sales that are going to be going on for these events. Again, for you, the goal will be to get these people warmed up for your sales and get them thinking about your website more often. Put a lot of focus on your abandoned cart email flows, your welcome email flows, and specifically for abandoned cart, our goal is to catch all the people who are deal catchers, as well as those that got distracted because something came up in their life and they couldn't purchase. You're going to be facing a lot of these people in Q4, because when it comes to deal catchers, people are going to be searching through website after website trying to find the best Halloween costume, or the best Halloween sale that's going on so they can get the product that they want for a lower price. And when it comes to distractions, people come over on holidays and there's just a lot of distractions going on during this time. So you really need to make sure that you focus on specifically your abandoned cart. If you don't focus on anything else, be sure to focus on abandoned cart. But I highly recommend that you do set up all of your email flows, including those for the special sales that will be coming up for these events. But once you have fixed up your backend, the next step is to plan those special sales to run 1 week before the actual event. Now, I did say that for Halloween specifically, I would start sending out emails in the next week or so. And those emails are not for sales. Those are just reminders for people that there will be a huge Halloween sale coming up. So there's a difference. You want to be planning these special sales to start running 1 week before the actual event. What I do is exactly 1 week before the event, I start this one timer that displays at the very top of my website, including below the add to cart button on my best selling products. And along with that, I start sending out emails every single day in this specific 1 week period to really remind these people that a sale has started. But one good thing that you should be doing as well during this time is to run Facebook ad campaigns related to the specific event. So 1 week before, you can run a little Facebook ads campaign talking about a special Halloween sale that you have started as of now, and this sale ends soon in a specific time. One thing you want to keep in mind is that these special occasion sales work on scarcity. So you want to have some kind of time limit for these sales and be truthful about it. If people start going onto your website and they start noticing that your timer doesn't ever stop running, there's going to be a big problem in getting these people to trust your website. So actually have a timer where it just stops when it gets to 0, and include the time limit inside your Facebook ads campaign so people are more aware that these sales are only available for a limited period of time. But whatever time period you have running, be sure to talk about it in emails and your SMS remarketing campaigns, your retargeting campaigns, etc. So really use scarcity during this time more than anything else to get those people onto your website and converting, because it is really easier than the other months to make sales during this time. So you want to make sure you have your funnels in place and your entire website layout and your ad copies functioning correctly. But this brings me to my last point, which is referring to the 80-20 rule. Now, what do I mean exactly by the 80-20 rule, and how does this apply to Q4? The 80-20 rule basically says that 80% of your results will come from 20% of your efforts. So if you already have a store running and you're already getting sales from a few specific products, or it could just be one specific product, you want to apply the 80-20 rule to your business. So whatever 20% of your products that are getting you the most amount of sales, put the most amount of energy, effort, time, and resources into improving those products. So this means testing those new event related campaigns or creatives or email flows for these specific products, and running a lot of traffic to these specific products, because these are the products that are getting you 80% of your results. While it is really a great thing to be testing different things, including different products, during this time you really should be going all in with the products that are selling the best right now and allocating a lot of your resources towards these specific products because they have shown potential of selling. So really go all in when it comes to testing for these specific best-selling products, test new creatives. And again, this goes back to what I said in tip number 1, which is focus more on the ad creatives and copies rather than how you test. But this is the exact layout that you should be using to prepare for Q4. Again, this is not very complicated because these steps will put you in the correct direction of making a killing in Q4. It is a very simple layout and easy to follow. The work that you put in is the hard part about this layout. But if you found any type of value in this video, make sure to smash that like button down below and subscribe and hit the post notification bell if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time.